Alright, hello and welcome to the second class of the Chakra series. And this class today we are working with the Chakra of Swadhisthana. And Svadhishthana is the second chakra out of the 7 chakra system. So Svadhisthana Chakra resides down in the sacrum on the line of the spine. It's between the navel and the pubic bone, and it governs the region of the sexual organs. The element of Svadhisthana is water, and it's very much related to our sexuality, our sensuality, our creativity, and what makes us us uniquely and individually, what gets your fire going, if you like, or what allows your life force to flow through you. Now, Svadhisthana is also to do with your ability to be with yourself. How can you feel more at home within your own body and with being who you are in this lifetime? So it has a lot to do with emotional intimacy. How can we sit with ourselves and the feelings that we experience within our own internal landscape? And in coming into greater harmony and balance and ultimately acceptance of what we think and feel throughout our lives, we can then offer a more open space to connect with others in an authentic and vulnerable way. So Svadhisthana Chakra has a lot to do with connection to others, intimacy in our connection to others, whether this is in a friendship sense or in an intimate relationship. So that's what we're going to be working with today. Okay, so to begin the class, I invite you to come and close your eyes and allow your breath to start to travel down your spine, through the heart, through your diaphragm, down into the lower half of your abdomen, into the area around the pubic bone and around the sacrum. As you breathe here, just noticing what's present for you. And as always, we're doing our best to enter into a space of witnessing. So perhaps this area feels quite tight or blocked or inaccessible for you. And that's completely okay. This is the start of a lifelong journey into the chakras. And perhaps for you, this area feels very easeful and open and you feel very comfortable here. So whatever we're experiencing, just allowing that experience to unfold. I'm going to invite you to bring one hand to the front of Svadhisthana Chakra and one hand to the back. So again, the pubic bone to the navel region and the sacrum at the back of the body. As I mentioned before, the element here is water. So it's to do with this flow within our bodies. Our kidneys, our bladder are all here in this process of elimination, this downward movement of apana that is to do with all forms of elimination from our body. And the color here is orange. So perhaps as you breathe here, if you wish to invite in an orange shimmering light in between the space of your hands, you're welcome to connect into that visualization. Perhaps that orange light can start to grow and move into the front and the back, into the sides of the body. If there are any blockages, any shapes, any dark areas, just allowing that light to surround them. Nothing needs to be forced. Just allowing this light to gently expand out. And if visualization isn't for you, simply staying with the feeling tone of this area of your body. we're going to introduce the Bija mantra, the seed mantra of Svadhishthana, and this is VAM with a V, V-A-M. So as we did for the last class, and we'll continue to do, we'll chant VAM together 3 times. So let's inhale to exhale, and then we'll inhale to begin. Inhaling to start. Letting it go. And inhale to begin. Allowing the vibration of VAM, the Bija mantra, to settle into Svadhisthana. Just noticing how your body feels here as it does so. And whenever you feel ready, please come to release your hands, and you can come to open your eyes. We're going to do some mudra work, the yoga of the hands, as we also did last week. So we're coming into what's known as Shakthi Mudra, and Svadhisthana is really the seat of Shakti. So you'll see that in the yoga iconography as these 2 intertwining snakes that often come to meet up in Hatha Chakra, this place of realization. And in other lineages, like in Tantra, there will be the snakes that rise up to meet in the heart center, and also to come down to meet in the heart, with the heart being the center of realization. So there's different schools of thought. But for now, let's concentrate on Shakti residing in Svadhisthana, this place where we get to move, we get to flow with our life force energy, and let that rise and move us through our practice so we can come into greater comfort with how we want to be in the world. Okay, so Shakthi Mudra is going to look like bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra, this prayer position, and then you just bring them apart and fold your thumb to the root of your second finger, your middle finger. So it's folded to the root, and then you fold your 2 first fingers over. So you've got your ring finger and your pinky finger are free and up like a point or like a steeple. So we're going to do that on both hands, the right hand as well, bringing the thumb to the base of the second finger and folding the first 2 fingers over, and then we join our pinky finger and our ring finger together, and we join at the knuckles. So I'm hoping that you can see clearly enough on the camera. It looks like this. The pinky and the ring are sticking out, the first and the second finger are folded over the thumbs, and we're going to bring this mudra down. It can also be used in an upward direction too. Today we're going to root it down. So as we do that, allowing yourself to start to tune into the subtle sensations that are now potentially running through your hands and also through Svadhisthana Chakra area of your body, the lower belly. And as you breathe, there may be an inclination to move as we wake up Shakti. Shakti is the feminine essence that really is all of form. So Shiva is the masculine, which is the consciousness, and Shakti is that energy of consciousness, of awareness, of creator coming into form. So that governs all form, our bodies, all the material of our lives, this planet, everything that we know to be. It's all Shakti. So carrying on breathing, and if you want to be still, that's okay. We're going to come to use the mantra Om Shakti, Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. So I'll say it again. It's Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. And you're welcome to close your eyes and feel the energy and the power of this mantra. So we'll go together. You can hum if you like, but just start to tune into the energy of the mantra, and whenever you feel ready to join, please join. Inhale. Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Om Shakti Om. Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Inhaling this energy deeper into the body. Allowing your body to move in any way it naturally wants to, and then when you're ready, we'll release this Shakti Mudra. We can bring the hands to the knees and we can start to come into Sufi grinds. So this may be an action that your body has naturally wanted to take already. It may not have been. And we'll concentrate here on inhaling forwards and exhaling back. Channeling that energy down towards the root of the body into Svadhisthana, starting to let the base of the body, this sexual energy, can start to be cultivated here, because this is really the life force energy. When we talk about sexual energy, it's our creative energy, our life force energy. It's not often to do with any sort of sexual act. So breathing right into the lower belly. Moving here in a way that feels good for you. You can incorporate your head and your shoulders. Inhale forwards and exhaling back. And you can make this movement as big or as small as you like. Utilizing Ujjayi breath, getting the prana deeper into the body. And if and when you're ready, you can come back to center, just take a little pause, and then allow the energy to start to move in the opposite direction. If you're sitting on something, now might be a good time to gently rest your sit bones back on the earth. And keep your breath steady and deep. And then gently come back to center. Please inhale, reach your arms up, lift up, rise up, lift the crown of your head up as if you're getting a little more length between each vertebra, and then let's exhale over to the left, take the right hand over the knee, left hand behind. Inhale, lift the heart, let your pelvis gently tilt forward, and then exhale to take a twist and look over your left shoulder. Taking a few breaths here, see if you can gently allow your right shoulder to move away from the ear as well. So the shoulders are moving down towards the earth as you inhale from Svadhisthana right up into your heart, and exhale, drawing the navel back towards the spine. So on a physical level, we're helping our digestive system to detox, to stimulate the digestive tract and give a little massage to the organs. And on an energetic level, we're squeezing that Shakti energy up the spine into the heart. When you're ready, please inhale, turn your head back to center. Just take a breath here, taking a little stretch through the left side of the neck, And then inhale, come back up to center. Reach up, lift up through your fingertips. Now see, can you notice the sensation in your fingertips and between the palm of your hands? There may become a sense of radiance here, or pulsing or tingling. That's Shakti, prana, moving. Okay, inhale, lift up tall. Twisting over to the right side, right hand behind you, left hand over, turning the palm away. Inhale, lifting the heart, gentle forward tilt of the pelvis if possible, and exhale, navel to spine. You're looking out the corner of your right eye. And we don't need to force here, just allow your body to come to its edge. And then use your breath. Inhale, expand from Svadhishthana to heart. Exhale, navel towards spine. And see where your body wants to go. When you're ready, inhale, turning your head back to center, breathing into the right side of the neck, just a couple of breaths. Beautiful, then inhale, come back up through center, lift up, rise up, just noticing any energy between your hands, that rising of prana, of Shakti, of energy in the body. Well done. Exhale, release your hands here. Please inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine, like cat and cow, but seated. Inhale, lift heart, shoulders back. Exhale, navel to spine and rounding. We'll keep going. Inhale, to exhale in your own time. So again, we're waking up this life force, and it's said that Kundalini energy, it rises up Sushumna, which is the central channel. It rises up the spine. So by moving the spine in this way, we're moving the cerebral fluid around, which helps to heal and repair the nervous system. But we're also opening up Sushumna for Shakti to rise. If you'd like to take this a little further, as you inhale, you can dive forward like you're coming under a wave, inhaling up and then exhaling back. Diving under that wave and coming back. So it's more of a undulation now happening through your spine. Just a couple more. Back to center. Please release your legs. You can give them a little shake out. You've been sitting for a little while, and just give them a little massage. Release any tension. Okay, we're going to come into Baddha Konasana, joining the soles of the feet. So this is a really good one. If when you sit in your Baddha Konasana, you feel like this, and it's really hard for you to get the kind of stretch through your lower back or through your inner groins, this is a great one to sit yourself up on a block. And when you do sit on the block, you can sit on the block like normal and then just shuffle your sit bones forward. So it's really the flesh of the bum that's on the block. And then you could choose, you could take your Baddha Konasana in a diamond shape. So as you come forward, this would be more targeting the kidneys and the lower back. If you'd like to target more into the bladder and into the inner groins, then bring your feet closer. We're going to take our choice to hold the ankles, the shins, fingers around the toes, or you could open your feet out like a little book, like we're reading the book of our feet. We're going to inhale, we're going to lift our heart, and we're just going to come forwards, keeping a straight spine, so avoiding rounding the spine, keeping a long spine, a heart open position, shoulders back, collarbones wide, and then gently coming forwards just to our edge. It's just still the start of the class, so we don't have to touch our heart to our feet or head to the floor. The elbows are gently moving the thighs down and apart. And then gently, if you're here, squeeze the inner edges of your feet together. So you're pushing the inner edges of the feet together, which draws the thigh bone into the hip joint a little more. And it helps us to get more length in the spine and more access to the inner groins or the lower back, depending on what you've chosen. Keep your chin 90 degrees roughly to your throat. And just take a couple of breaths here. Again, full body breathing down into Svadhisthana. Inhale, rise yourself up. You can release your feet and you can release your legs. If you're sitting on something, maybe just releasing that as well. Very good. And then we're going to come to bring our right leg across and our left foot in front, and we're just going to allow those hips to open a little more. So you can take your right hand around your right foot, left hand around left knee, and just start to open that hip a little bit. To take this a bit further, you can now take your left hand to your left foot or equally to the shin area, and you can start to make big circular motions like we're stirring a big vat of porridge or soup. Just allowing the knee to come back as far as it comes, getting a little more articulation in the hips. Now when we're working with the hips, it's an important area not to compare or to push too much, because we're working with bone structure. So the way that our hip joint is formed and the way that the bone goes into that hip joint will dictate the range of motion that we have. So if we're coming to bone on bone, there's nothing we can do to go further. So just go carefully here to determine your limitation. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll switch, coming to the right leg, and then going side to side, just allowing the hip joint to open. We try and keep our heart a little lifted here, spine straight, so we're not rounding through the lumbar spine. There's a slight lift through the lumbar spine as well. Good. And then when you're ready, please take your right hand to the outer right foot or equally to the shin and start to make circles. And again, just noticing how is this side for you in comparison to the other. So we have the two channels, the masculine, the feminine, the Ida and the Pingala nadis. And on different days, at different times of the days, one channel is generally more open than the other. So just noticing how that right hip is feeling compared to the left. Releasing the right leg. We're going to come into our Upavista Konasana. And again, this is a nice one if you want to take your support. Placing it under the seat, and then feet as wide as is comfortable. You don't have to go to your end range of movement here, but you can sit yourself up on a block and then leave your sit bones just off the block so that your flesh is on the block. Draw your toes back towards your shins, engage your thigh muscles, and there's this external rotation of our thighs happening, so you can even use your hands and help that. So the thigh muscles are rolling back, leaving more space for our pelvis to tilt forward. So in your own time, fingertips to the floor, inhale, lift heart, draw shoulders back, nice long spine. As you slowly come down, maybe you want to stay on your hands, come to your forearms, maybe for some of you, you come to rest your head on your hands or your heart is on the earth, just depending on what your body allows today. Coming as far as is comfortable without rounding the spine. So if you're ending up very hunched, gently draw your shoulders back, come up a little higher and breathe here, opening up these inner channels of the legs. Just a couple more breaths here, breathing right down into the area of the bladder and the kidneys. These Svadhisthana, as I said, is connected to water, which is very much connected to the lunar energies, which is where we're going to be going with this practice in a moment. When you're ready, hands on the shoulders, inhale, draw yourself up. You can support your legs, take your hands and help your legs back in. Very good, and then we're going to come up and we're going to stand. Okay, So let's come and stand on the left side of our mat to begin with. And we're going to come into Chandra Namaskar, which some of you may know, but the more popular or the more known version is Surya Namaskar, Surya being the sun and Chandra being the moon. And as we're working with the water element, which is very much connected to the cycles of the moon, we're going for Chandra Namaskar. So I'll talk you through and we'll do a couple of rounds. Come and bring your feet together. We're going to inhale, we're going to draw our arms up. We're going to exhale into our mat. Inhale back up to center and exhale out of your mat. Inhale and come and step your right foot across your mat. Draw your arms up and exhale into Goddess Warrior, toes pointed out, elbows at shoulder height. Inhale, reach up, turn your right foot to the top edge of your mat. Extend out for Trikonasana, engaging the right leg, lengthening. Bringing the right hand down, left arm up on top, looking up to the left thumb or down to your foot. Inhale here, look forwards. You can place your hands on the floor, bend your front knee a little bit and step your left foot further in. When you're ready, exhale, fold, Svadhishthana, head to knee pose. Inhale, looking forwards, step your left knee to the floor, right foot or right ankle underneath right knee, rise up, Anjaneyasana Asana. Exhale, place your hands down, untuck your back toes, come into Skandasana over the right leg. We've engaged the left toes, the left thigh muscles are drawing up. We're in Skandasana, hands can be on the floor to support or not, hands in prayer. Inhale through center, supported or unsupported. Skandasana to the left side of your mat. Look to the end of your mat to the left, turning that direction, right knee on the floor. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana, perhaps looking at your thumbs. Exhale, release your hands. Step your right foot in and bowing into Svadhishthana, head to left knee. Inhale, step your right middle foot in line with your left heel. Rise up, Trikonasana. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale, Goddess Warrior, and stepping to the right side of your mat. So that's half a round. We'll do the other half. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale, step left foot across. Exhale, Goddess Warrior. Inhale, rise up, adjust legs, Trikonasana towards the left leg. Right wrist over right shoulder. Inhale, look forward, place fingers if you need to, step right foot in and fold over left leg, Svadhishthana. Inhale, right knee to floor, release back toes, left ankle over the left knee, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, place hands, crouching over left foot leg, Skandasana, supported or not, coming over Skandasana right side. Turn to the short edge of your mat. Left knee on the floor, rising up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down, tuck back toes, step foot in, fold, Svadhishthana. Inhale, adjust feet for Trikonasana, shoulders and legs in a line, looking to left thumb or right foot. Inhale, rise up, toes point out, exhale, Goddess Warrior. Inhale, step to left side of the mat. Okay. We'll do that one more time. We'll try and flow through it a little more together. Okay, please inhale, reach and rise. Exhale into the mat. Inhale up. Exhale out of the mat. Inhale, step right foot across. Exhale, Goddess Warrior. Inhale, right toes out. Extend Trikonasana over right leg. Exhale, look down, step left foot in and fold over right leg. Inhale, left knee to the floor, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, place hands, Skandasana over right leg. Inhale, supported or not, through center. Skandasana, left leg, turn to the left side of the mat, right knee on the floor. Rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, release hands, step right foot in, Inhale, rise. Exhale, Goddess Warrior. And then inhale and step to the right side of your mat. Last side. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale, step left foot across. Goddess Warrior. Inhale, rise. Trikonasana over left leg. Good, turn to look as you exhale, step right foot in, folding over left leg, Tanasana. Inhale, right knee to the floor, release back toes, rise up, Asana, maybe look at your thumbs. Exhale, release hands, Skandasana, left heel drawing in towards the earth. Inhale through center, Skandasana, right side, right heel drawing down towards the earth. Turn to the right edge of your mat, left knee on the floor. Rising up, Asana. Exhale, release hands. Step left foot in, fold. Tanasana. Last time, adjust the feet. Coming into Trikonasana. Inhale, rise up, toes out. Exhale, Goddess Warrior. And then inhale, step to left side of the mat. Yeah, take a little break here, take a moment. If you're at home doing this and you want to do another couple of rounds of that exact same flow of Chandra Namaskar, you can pause the video and do a couple more. It's a nice practice. Okay, if you're carrying on with us, then come to stand in Tadasana. Feet as wide as your hips, engage your thigh muscles, tailbone under, gently lift the thighs, relax the shoulders. Extending your exhale. Allowing your breath to become calmer, your heartbeat to slow down. When you're ready, open your eyes, come back to the long side of your mat and step your right foot. We're coming into a Prasata Pada Tanasana. So let's bring our hands to our hips. Turn your toes slightly in, heels slightly out. And you can have bent knees for this, so allow more access for your lower back. And then once you're in the pose, if you feel like you have the room, you can then engage the leg muscles and lift the thighs and extend the legs a little more. Okay. Inhale, draw shoulder heads back, lift the heart. Exhale, guide your hip bones back, sit bones back. Remember, you can bend your knees to keep a long flat back. Just pausing it halfway, release the hands underneath your face. Inhale, draw shoulders back. Exhale, releasing and maybe walking the line of your wrists back in line with the back of your heels. Now, bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can lift your sit bones towards the sky and the crown of your head towards the floor. And you're drawing your shoulder blades along the back of the rib cage so your shoulders are away from your ears. Now, if you feel comfortable here, you can start to engage the thigh muscles, straightening the legs a bit more, even turning the muscles on the side of the hips on, so that we have this lifting of prana, of Shakti, up into the body to get a greater elongation of the spine. Take a couple of breaths here. When you're ready, inhale. Bring your hands back under your face, lift up into a flat back, draw shoulders back, sit bones back. We're going to come into Prasada Pada, which is where we take our two peace fingers around the big toes. So reaching and finding those big toes. Again, inhale, flat back, shoulders back, sit bones back, like you could rest a cup of tea on your back. And then as you exhale, allow your elbows to come out to the side like a box, releasing the head and the neck. And again, shoulders are away from the ears. Root into the outer edges of your feet, lift your thigh muscles if it's accessible, gently gripping the outer hip muscles. Breathing here, using your hands like a little lever to gently root the crown of your head towards the earth. Make sure you keep breathing into your lower belly. when you're ready, inhale, coming through flat back. Exhale, release your hands underneath your face. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise yourself up and just give yourself a little rest, stepping your legs together and shake it out. Well done. We're going to come into one more variation of this, just to give ourselves a little moment of pause. Check in with your body, how you're feeling, how is your breath, before we come back in. Okay, please step your legs apart once again. We're going to come into our third and final variation here. So, hands to hips. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, lift, heart. Roll shoulders back. Shoulder blades moving down the back of the rib cage. Inhale, lift. Exhale, guiding your hip bones, your sit bones back to a flat back, that halfway point. Releasing the hands to the earth. Now we're going to come into a twist here. So we're going to place our right hand directly under the middle of our face on that midline. And we're going to inhale the left arm up towards the sky. If it's too much for you, for your shoulder, then come and place the back of your left hand on your sacrum and gently start to roll your left shoulder over your right, drawing your shoulder blades together. Now what will happen here is that right sit bone will probably root forward, so please root your right sit bone back in space. Draw your navel in to be in the twist, and then if it's okay for you, then you can extend that left arm up towards the sky, doing your best to stack right shoulder over left. A few breaths here. Keep gently rooting your right sit bone back. See if you can breathe fully down into the lower belly and draw that breath up to the crown of your head so that your tailbone and the crown are moving in two directions, creating length through your spine. And when you're ready, inhale. Turn to look at your right hand. Replace it with your left and inhale your right arm up. Remember, hand to sacrum if you wish. Root your left sit bone back as you roll your right shoulder over your left. And breathing here. As you inhale, see if you can breathe your lower ribs up away from your hips, again helping to create length in the spine. And if it's not good for your neck to look up, please look down at your left hand. Very good. When you're ready, exhale, look down. Please turn over towards your right foot. We're going to come into what's called the water wheel flow. So you can either choose to place your right hand inside your right foot, outside your right foot, or elbow to knee. We're going to come into side angle. So choosing the variation you wish, hand to floor, inside, outside, or to a block, or elbow to knee. Either way, wrap the heart up towards the sky. Wrap your pinky finger down towards the earth, plug your left shoulder back into its socket, take a few breaths and roll the weight into the outer edge of your left foot. When you're ready, inhale, rise up, keep that right knee bent, come into your reverse warrior two. Exhale, back into side angle. Inhale, look down, and then we're going to sweep through the middle over to the left side, coming into side angle on the other side. Inhale, rise up, right hand down the back of the right thigh / calf, left arm up and over, bending into your left knee, and then coming forwards into side angle. Inhale through center, right toes turn out, side angle pose. You're doing really well. Keep working with your breath. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, side angle. Inhale through center, adjusting your feet. Exhale, twisting open into side angle pose. Inhale, reverse that warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale through center. Exhale, side angle. Let's do one more round. Inhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two, coming up. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale through center. Exhale, opening your heart, turning your ribcage towards the sky. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, side angle. And I'm going to invite you this time to place your hands down either side of your left foot. Push back, downward facing dog.
turning the inner thighs in, heels slightly out, wrapping the shoulders away from the ears. Bend your knees as much as you need to have length in your spine, or straighten the legs if they feel open. When you're ready, I invite you to bring your knees to the floor. Big toes together, so your seat towards your heels. Head can come to a block, to your hands or to the floor. And if you really want to take a rest here, wrap your arms around your body, connecting your fingers or palms to the soles of your feet. And again, please tune in here to how you feel. This is what Svadhisthana is about. Your intimate connection to yourself, so that you can offer that and give permission through that resonance for others to be themselves, so we can grow in deeper intimacy in our relations with others. Okay, when you're ready, take an inhale, bring your hands under your shoulders and gently roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. Your head and neck come up last. And then we're going to come into our seated sequence to come in towards the end of the class. So we're going to come into Janus Asana, A, B, and C, and variations of. So again, Janu is a really good one to have a prop with. So if you feel like you don't need it and you have a nice forward tilt going on in your pelvis where you sit on the floor, then that's all good. If that's not the case and you're back a little more, as we described earlier, sit yourself on a block and then wiggle your sit bones off the block so the flesh of your bum is still there. Please take your right ankle and bring it into the left inner groin. Okay, so right heel, left inner groin. Okay, sit bones just off the block, flesh on the block or not. Now we're going to draw that right thigh back, so it's more towards a 90-degree angle. So this creates this opening in the lower back. So the feeling is that right thigh is rolling back, your left toes are engaged, your left thigh muscles are drawing up towards the lower belly. Come and turn your chest and your belly over. Please inhale up into Hakini Mudra, joining the fingertips. This is balancing the elements of earth, air, fire, and water and space right up above the head, and then exhale, long spine. You can release your hand to your foot, to the floor. You could hold your calf as you wish, but we're coming in with an open heart, shoulders back, long spine, gently descending the right shoulder towards the floor, releasing forehead towards shin, keeping that left thigh muscle turned on, crown of the head towards the top of the foot. A couple of breaths here. Allow your breath to descend right to the base of the spine. And then when you're ready, please inhale, halfway lift up. Okay. We're going to take our right hand, the outer left calf. We're going to bring our left hand on spidey fingertips to the left. Inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, using that right hand, elbow bends, just to take a little twist here. You'll feel the compression through the lower belly. As you exhale, drawing Mula Bandha, that root lock up, basically lifting the pelvic floor, and drawing Uddiyana Bandha, which is the space below the diaphragm, up and in. Breathing here. And when you're ready, inhale, coming back to normal. Bring your hands back into Hakini Mudra. Take a little pause above the crown of your head, finding that balance, and exhale, release. Okay, please allow your right knee to shift forwards a little more. We're going to come into Janus Asana B. So what this means, we're going to lift the body and we're going to sit on the heel. So the heel is going to go right into the perineum between, for the women, the two holes in the base of the body, and for the men just before their anus. So we're going to sit ourselves up, take the left leg out in front, And you want to have the top of your right foot on the floor. Now, if this is very uncomfortable, you can take a towel or a cloth around the heel, just to give you a bit of extra padding. And if it's just not for you and it doesn't work for you, come back into Janus Asana A, and you can start to activate that sensation of lifting the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, just internally by yourself without this external stimulation. So wherever you've got to, we're all going to come in together again, lifting up, Hakini Mudra, fingertips together, finding that subtle sensation of balance between the two hemispheres of the mind, and then folding ourselves in. Take your hands wherever they come to. Inhale, lift heart. Exhale and fold. As you inhale, perhaps breathing your lower ribs up away from hip bones, left thigh still engaged, breath reaching all the way down. As you exhale, Mula Bandha is lifting. Perhaps you can feel that life force, that Shakti rising through the body as we have the stimulation of the heel here. And then when you're ready, inhale back through Hakini Mudra, joining all your fingertips. Exhale. Release your hands, place your hands down, and gently release yourself off of your heel. Good. Okay, last variation, Janus Asana C. So again, if this is going to be a struggle for you, you could take a belt, a rolled up belt or a rolled up towel, and place it on the top of the thigh just before the hip bone, so that as you fold forward, or even a fist would do nicely, what we're doing is we're stimulating the descending colon here, so it's really good for flushing out and elimination. If you're going to take the fuller version, you're going to take your right leg over so that your heel comes and rests right up just inside that hip bone, so that as we fold forward, we've got this stimulation of the heel into the descending colon. Now, your knee might float, it might reach the floor. If you need to place a block or something under your knee, that's okay. All right, inhale, fingertips together, reach up. Exhale, folding forwards, hands where they come to. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, fold and breathe. Okay, inhale, reach and rise, Hakini Mudra. Exhale, release. Okay, well done. How's a good old sequence? Give your legs a shake. We're going to go the other side. So again, left heel into right groin, moving the thigh back towards 90 degrees. Please turn over the right leg, engage the leg, fingertips together. Reach and rise. Exhale and fold. Coming down. Use your inhale to find length in the spine, left shoulder descending towards floor, and folding Janu A. 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to come into the twist, taking our left hand to the outer edge of our right calf, right fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, draw the navel in, so you're really sucking in through Uddiyana Bandha, and then exhaling, descending over the right leg, keeping the right leg engaged. Shoulders back away from the ears. 5 breaths here. Rising back up through center, Hakini Mudra, this balancing mudra, and then exhale and release. Okay, let's do B and C together, remembering B to bring the left knee forwards. You can roll onto the top of the left foot, finding that area of the perineum for you, and then engaging right leg. Lift heart tall, fingertips together, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Left shoulder towards earth, so not tilting to the right. And breathing together here. Allow your breath to move into the base of the body. Exhaling, lifting pelvic floor, connecting to your Shakti, your life force energy. We have as human beings so much conditioning around sexuality through religion, through society, through our schooling, through our ancestry. It's often very connected to shame and embarrassment. And this practice of yoga is to free us, to bring liberation to our natural state of being as humans. If we weren't supposed to be sexual, we wouldn't have these functions. It's how we all got here. It's how we express ourselves. It's the energy we bring to the world. One more breath. Yeah, please inhale. Reach and rise yourself up. Hakini. Exhale, release. Good. Release yourself off of your heel. Janus. Remember, if you're using a prop, we're just going to the other side. If it's okay for your left leg to fold in, bringing that heel right up into the lower belly, making the adjustments that you need to, engaging the muscles of the right leg, toes back and spread wide. Inhale, Hakini one more time, last forward fold, and then descending into your Janus for 5 breaths, feeling that gentle stimulation for your digestive system, for the large intestine, keeping our bodies healthy, our energy flowing like water down towards the earth with the least resistance possible. And when you're ready, rise up. Last time, Hakini Mudra. Just take a little pause, perhaps noticing the sensation between your fingers and down your spine from the crown of your head. And exhale and release. Well done. Yeah, release your left leg, give it a little shake out, and we'll come into the last sequence before we come into Shavasana. Okay. Let's come into a second round of Trikonasana. So this is the butterfly pose. Again, if you need your block, please take it. And again, choosing whether to make more of this diamond shape to come forward. And this time we are going to round the spine. So perhaps it's that the head comes towards the feet, or taking your feet further in. And again, choosing to keep the soles of the feet together and holding the ankles, or holding around the toes, or opening your feet up like a little book. So maybe it's easier this way. So if you're opening your feet, there's this happening. Good. Now inhale, lift your heart. So we start with a long spine, shoulders back. Exhaling, descending, and then once you reach your edge, now we'll round the spine. The forehead perhaps comes towards the feet, shoulders away from ears, and we breathe here. We're still breathing all the way down into the base of the body, the base of the spine, into Svadhishthana, the lower belly, into the area of the kidneys. Giving yourselves a good flush out here. And when you're ready, inhale, rolling your spine up. Coming up one vertebra at a time. If you need to help your knees together, please do. And then let's come and lie ourselves on our backs. You can leave your left leg on the floor, or you could bend your left knee so the sole of your left foot is on the floor, and you're going to draw your right knee in. Just very nice to your hips here. We've done a lot of hip work, a lot of opening. That Baddha Konasana could have been very strong. So just rolling out your hips one way and then the other. When you're ready, release your right leg, sole the right foot to the floor or leg straight as you wish, and roll out that left hip. Changing directions. And when you're ready, let's take the sole of the left foot up towards the sky. So we're in Ardha Ananda Balasana, the half happy baby. And if that feels good and okay for you, you can then join your right leg too. So we're in the full version of a happy baby here. And if your body just wants to rock, gently massaging through the back body, through the lumbar spine, you're very welcome. The base of the body is very open, so allowing the breath to move all the way through into the base, receiving prana through the base of the body. And if it feels good, coming back to center. And if you are coming into stillness, perhaps trying to gently turn your tailbone towards the earth. It's a very subtle movement, but it will activate the thigh bones deeper into the hip joint. Just a couple of breaths here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Perhaps closing the eyes and letting the energies of the mind and the front body soften as the back body widens into the earth beneath you. Ready. I invite you to release happy baby. Now, you may want to come down into your reclined butterfly pose, placing the soles of the feet together once again and allowing the knees to come out to the side. If you need support, you could use your fists underneath your outer thighs, or you could place a block or a pillow, etc. And I'm going to invite you into Yoni Mudra. So we've used Shakthi Mudra before. Yoni Mudra, we join the thumb and the first fingers to make this downward triangle, which is that symbol of apana and of water. And we come and rest it on the lower belly, between the navel and the pubic bone, the womb area for women, the seat of Svadhishthana. And men also have the blueprint of the womb space within them energetically, so we can all connect with this Yoni Mudra. Allowing your breath to be easeful into the base of your body, and again, doing your best to be okay with your experience here. This can be a loaded area for many people, so treating yourself with a lot of compassion as you breathe here for whatever comes up in your field. It can also be a place of great liberation, of freeing ourselves from the constraints of the conditioning that we've received growing up in different cultures and societies. So doing your best, whatever your experience this moment is. You to stay here. You could spend longer in your Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined butterfly, or you could extend your legs out for Shavasana. And with the leg extension, you could choose to keep your hands just as they are, to rest in Shavasana with your Yoni Mudra, resting on the lower belly. Or alternatively, you could release that practice altogether and bring your palms to face up, relaxing your shoulders down to the earth into Shavasana, corpse pose, the ending of our practice. As you
breathe here, you might want to once again connect into that shimmering orange light of Svadhisthana, seeing it radiate out of the area of your pelvis, this pelvic bowl, often referred to as the chalice of life. This is where all life begins within the female body. This is the seat of Shakti, this intelligence that lives within the body to create form over and over again, letting that powerful orange light radiate out, healing any blocks that you hold here. Fully giving yourself permission to feel whatever is present for you in this moment. As best as you can. You'd even let go of this process to relax completely, releasing the mind, releasing the breath, coming to rest in complete stillness for the next few minutes. To stay in Shavasana for longer, you're very welcome to stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to come out, gently engaging with your breath once again, noticing that breath moving in and out of your body, bringing your physical sensations back into your awareness, and perhaps drawing that breath deeper into your limbs, into your fingers and your toes. Starting to make any small movements here. And then perhaps engaging the arms up overhead, pointing your toes away, stretching your fingers and your toes in opposite directions with your exhale, spine long on the floor, and gently releasing your arms down by your sides. Coming to bend the knees, rolling to your right hand side, fetal position. Take a couple of full breaths here to inflate the back of the lungs and the heart once again. The area of the kidneys, the adrenal glands. And then we'll come to sit up to close our practice together. Finding the throne of your seat, the line of your spine, your crown over your tailbone. I invite you to bring your awareness back into Svadhisthana, the area just below the navel, around the pubic bone, either drawing one hand to the front and one hand to the back, or coming into Shakthi Mudra once again, remembering to fold the thumb to the second finger, folding the first two fingers over your ring and your pinky. Stay extended,
with both hands, joining them together at the fingertips and at the knuckles, resting Shakthi Mudra down in front of Svadhishthana. Just breathing here, feeling the power of your own life force, your ability to create, to multiply, to extend beyond yourself, to bring all of your desires into this world. We'll come to chant the mantra VAM 3 times to close. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to chant. Breathing this mantra deep into your body, releasing Shakthi Mudra or your hands from your body, coming into Anjali Mudra, bringing the hands to the heart, bowing the head to the heart, bowing to your ability, your life force, your Shakti, bringing your vision, your creativity, your desire and your energy into this world.
We bow to you, we bow to our practice, to our teachers and their teachers, to your Shakti. Namaste.